At the line we have number 11, Accelerated Ready, and 700 Cat Scratch E-Ville.
Alright, E-Ville roller derby jammer is stuck in the back of the pack as Killa jammer exits as your lead jammer. Cat Scratch Fever. Alright, we have a successful start pass for E-Ville roller derby. And Killa is followed off with 1 point on the board for that jam.
Fresh and number 2 Armadillo.
Alright, all the blockers are working to keep those jammers at bay. The Funky Fresh at the front and number 2 Armadillo at the back. E-Ville blockers recycle at the front. The Funky is out for your lead jammer. The Funky Fresh back in the pack. Over trust in the next time with 3 points on the board for E-Ville roller derby. Alright, we've got points for both teams. We've got 4 points for E-Ville roller derby. And 1 point for Stony at 28 minutes left on the clock.
28-12. We're going to
At the line we have number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville, and number 17, Brass Chuckles. For
Killa blocker has stuck at the back as Resident E-Ville exits as your lead jammer. Brass Chuckle still fighting those blockers. It's pushed to the inside of the track. Resident E-Ville to the outside of the track up on corner 2.
So this one,
Number 20.
on the line we have number 777, Pierce the Wheels for and number 17, the Funky Fresh for E-Ville.
2 was the last one. Thank you.
Alright, we've got a E-Ville roller derby blocker set to the penalty box. So blockers are down to 3. Both jammers are still fighting those blockers. We've got a long pass situation here. Killa's jammer goes to the penalty box for a no block penalty. We've got ourselves a power jam. The Funky Fresh re-enters the path here on the straightaway between corner 2 and 3. Hit by Killa's blocker. Pushed to the inside but recovers quickly. Those yellow blockers, 24 points on the board for that pass. Oh my gosh. in a neck-and-neck game. We've got no lead change for E-Ville. We've got 28 points and Philippines 26. With 15 minutes left on the clock.
At the line we have number 4, Resident Weevil for E-Ville, and number 700, Pat Fresh Fever for Killa.
Alright, Resident Weevil takes to the inside line for your lead jammer as the pack picks up a little bit. Oh, no. Well, they were going, but not. Resident Weevil is pushed to the inside line. Calls it just in the nick of time. We've got 0 points for both jammers on that jam. So while we're taking this into time out, we'll take out all our vendors too. We've got that floor break. We've got some tea merch up by the front door. We have tulip and blank full fashion accessories. Next layer is 3D printing. We also have KMK Authentic Textile Creations. And Dirt Nerd Mining Rock and Gold Miner Lapidary Artists. A reminder that if you are playing MSC's bingo game today to get her to Austria, if you do happen to complete a line or a full card, we have prizes for you up here, so by all means, come and see me at any time. Just don't enter the dotted line.
On the line we have number 2, Tom Killa for the Killa, and number 22, Rick Riot for E-Ville.
Alright, we've got only 4 guys on the track for the Killa Bees. Big block by MC. Up on the front there. We've got, alright, Rick Riot reenters the pack. And they call it off. Number 369 took a pretty big hit there on the board, so they're going to go for the next. Safety is always our first priority when it comes to this game, so when we take a big hit like that, we're going to hit the ground. We finish the next for sure.
At the line number 11, Colorado for E-Ville, and number 700, Pat Fresh Fever for the Killa.
Awesome. Both packs are short of walkers. Tradition to take out the inside line. Call that out of play. The Cat Scratch Fever is still working on their initial pass. Accelerati doing their best to get through that pack at the front there. A little bit of offensive help. This is a big burst to There's like a roller skate, Lego set, there's a bottle of wine, there's a set of steak knives, there's 4 passes to activate. Very, very cool. And there's also a framed club. Beautiful, it's actually really beautiful. What?
box, we have 700 cat rash fevers.
So this means we'll be starting the jam with a power jam. I think that's an item on your too. Oh, power jam start. That's what it says.
I keep going like.
Alright, E-Ville rollers are doing a big offensive play there from the outside. Killa didn't call for it. Stony Fresh is still working on the outside line, trying to get through. Those yellow blockers are really holding them at the second corner there. And Stony Fresh exits on the outside line for your lead jammer. Oh, we've got a blocker from each team going to the penalty box. Alright, we've got both jammers in play now. Both teams are working to keep those jammers at bay. Cat Scratch Fever is pushed all the way to the back of the pack up to recycle behind those blockers. And a big run on the outside line to complete their initial pass. Stony Fresh pushes through for 4 points on that pass. From the bench, get the call it out, put your hands to their hips. We've got 4 points on the board. We're up to 40 points for E-Ville, Roller and 31 for Killa with 11 minutes left in this half.
At the line, we have number 2, Armadillo for the Killa and number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville.
Alright, both jammers trying to get through. Both teams have 3 blockers on the track. Alright, our E-Ville blocker enters the track but gets a cut track from the penalty box. Alright, so we have a clear cut coming out of box, what we've got for your bingo card. Alright, Resident E-Ville exits as their initial pass, and Armadillo calls it with 0 points on the board. So that's that. Good jam for the Killa down there. We've got 8 points on the scoreboard for that jam, bringing our spread to only a single point. We've got 40 points for E-Ville Roller Derby and 35.
I was wondering what.
There it is. We've got our 39. Alright, 10 minutes left in this half. For the Killa we've got number 777 here for Wheels as your jammer, and Stony Fresh as your jammer for E-Ville Roller Derby. Killa number 0, Fish, makes a big hit to the inside and is issued an out-of-play block for failing to return. Alright, so Roller extends 10 feet from the actual active pass. Alright, this pass is going to pick up pace here. We've got our jammer pulling it on the outside there. Sometimes it's hard to see it from the outside. Alright, we've got 2 points on the board for that pass for Killa Bees. Woo, reaching! Oh my gosh, that's it. And they don't play your game with only 1 point spread.
Is there any that case there? Okay. We're using Power Pack because there's our crossword.
use of this point? Slow fashion accessories.
This jam coming up is 19. What's your standing?
19.
Okay, so it'll be jam 19.
He was tough. He's talking to everybody.
We have number 700 Pat Crash Fever for the Philippines and number 11 Accelerati for E-Ville.
Alright, both teams are starting with a little bit of a slim pack of blockers there. Number 23 for Ross to the inside line. Here's the Pat Crash Fever sent to the penalty box on a cut track penalty. So for those of you that are not familiar with the penalties, what happens is that somebody is pushed outside of the track, so outside of the yellow line, and when it turns behind the people that were ahead of them. So you can't like exit out and back in front of someone who was there. You have to recycle back behind. So when you don't do that, and you enter in front of somebody that was ahead of you, that's a cut track penalty.
At the line, we have number 4 Resident E-Ville for E-Ville Derby, and in the box, we have 700 Pat Crash Fever for the Philippines.
Sorry if I'm confused.
Alright, Resident E-Ville with your lead camera status. Killa doing their best to try to keep that jammer out of the way.
It's almost impossible.
We got a cut track penalty on a blocker for the Killa bees. Resident E-Ville is being held there at corner 1 as Pat Scratch Fever re-enters from her penalty. Killa bees lose one more blocker to the penalty box. Resident E-Ville pushes through at corner 2 there to put 4 points onto the board. Resident E-Ville fakes to the outside and pushes through on the inside line for another 4 points. Alright. Killa bees are working on getting their jammer through the pass. As their jammer returns to the penalty box. Number 367, great hit to the outside. Dynamite hit Resident E-Ville to the outside. And Resident E-Ville said, that's done. Let's call this. This is a 4-point. Freezing the Killa bees jammer in the penalty box. So a great strategy, especially when you've got an error, is to freeze them in the box.
Is she still in the box?
So you can put your own fresh jammer out there and keep the opposing jammer who might be a little bit gassed. Keep him in the penalty box so you can keep him in place. Great strategy.
At the line, we have 17 the Funky Fresh for E-Ville, and in the box we have 700 Pat Crash Fever for the Philippines.
Alright. Fish brought the jammer all the way back past the pivot line here a moment ago. The Funky Fresh pushing against those yellow rockers in their back to get through. A little bit of offense. What we've got is Killa bees with the lead jammer status. Catch Crash Fever and exit the jam for the penalty box. And under a little step on the outside. Alright. 20-point jam by E-Ville roller derby jammer, resident E-Ville.
At the line, we have number 11, Accelerati for E-Ville roller derby, and number 2, Armadillo for the Killa.
Killa Armadillo gets out on corner 1 with lead jammer status. And E-Ville roller derby has one blocker in the penalty box. All putting 4 points on the scoreboard for that jam. All right. E-Ville roller derby sitting at 70 points. Facilities at 45 and 3 minutes left on the clock. They won't get the pass, but they won't get that player, but that's more advanced than you guys know that. So I hope that helps. I'll check in with you guys after a few more jams, and we'll see how that helps. But let's get going on the second half of the fourth game tonight. So we're starting this half off with 72 points for E-Ville roller derby and 53 points for the Killa.
E-Ville roller derby.
Alright, both cameras taking off on the side. Cat Scratch Fever goes to the outside, Accelerate to the inside. Cat Scratch Fever exits on corner 1 for your lead jammer. The pack is picking up pace here on the straightaway between corners 2 and 3. Cat Scratch Fever enters the pack. Puts her hands to her hips, as we're about to call it. We got 2 points for the Killa and 3 for E-Ville roller derby.
Armadillo for the Killa and number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville.
Both jammers running on that outside line. E-Ville roller derby, Resident E-Ville with their lead jammer. Calls it, and we've got a 0-point jam for both jammers. Keeping our score at 75 to 55, with 28 minutes left in the half. Both jammers going back and forth between the inside and the outside line. E-Ville roller derby at the front with Killa at the back. MC putting pressure on those Killa blockers. On the corner 2 for your lead jammer. Killa moves the blocker to the penalty box with MC exits on corner 2 to complete their initial pass. And Cat Scratch Fever's pushed to the outside with the twirling on her hips. We've got 4 points on the scoreboard for the Killa Bees, bringing her score to 59 to 75 with 27 minutes left on the board. So my first timer, is this making a bit more sense? Is this good? Awesome.
Bee, and number 77, back out of Killa.
Hope for her second chance tonight gets lead jammer status. Accelerating, pushing those yellow blockers with a little bit of help from 27. 27, Skara giving some offensive help there. Alright, we've got lots of people on the floor and big smiles on their faces. That's how roller derby works. I know, right? Yeah. Alright, we've got 2 points on the board for E-Ville roller derby. Alright, we've got 2 to 3 for that net, bringing us to 77 and 62 with 26 minutes left on the clock.
On the line, we have number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville roller derby, and number 2, Armadillo for the Killa Bees.
Alright, Armadillo goes to the outside, sneaking through for your lead jammer, as Resident E-Ville are still vying for their initial pass. We've got a blocker from the E-Ville blocking line to the penalty box, and Resident E-Ville sneaks through on the outside for 4 points on that pass. Resident E-Ville with their star in hand, back on their helmet. So big hit by number 22, written on it. Armadillo. That's a big chance for the Killa Bees for 8 points on that board. Closing that gap, bringing their score up to 70 to 77 for E-Ville roller derby. 25 minutes left on the clock.
On the line, we have number 700, Cat Scratch Fever for the Killa Bees, and number 89, MC for the E-Ville roller derby.
Alright, Cat Scratch Fever runs down the outside line as MC takes that inside line, but Cat Scratch Fever calls it. Both teams at full force. We've got Field off the front there. Accelerating re-entering from the outside. Killa Bees jammer is our lead jammer. Alright. Accelerating exit from the inside line of corner 2 for the initial pass. Here's the wheels trying to calling it just in the next time, keeping accelerating at a 0 with 3 points on the board for the Killa Bees.
We've got number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville, and number 2, Armadillo.
It's the Legion! Oh my gosh.
At the line, we have number 700, Cat Scratch Fever, and for the Killa Bees, and number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville.
Oh my gosh, just a busy pack there as Chris Vicious pushes Cat Scratch Fever out to the outside. We've got Resident E-Ville fighting for that lead jammer status against Fish at the front there. And Resident E-Ville pushes through Fish to get lead jammer status. And we've got a successful star pass. So for those of you that are new, a star pass The pivot is the person with the stripe on their head. It's like an extra responsibility that nobody wants. It's a tie game! It's a tie game, everybody! Oh my gosh, it's 14 minutes on the clock for this game. We've got a tie game against E-Ville roller derby and Killa.
At the line, we have number 777, Pierce the Wheels for the Killa and number 89, MC Hammer for E-Ville.
And Hammer pushed up on the outside line. MC gets lead jammer status. Pierce the Wheels exits on corner 2 to complete their initial pass. MC on the outside of corner 2 putting her hands to her hips. Call it a day with 4 points in her pocket.
At the line, we have number 11, Accelerati for E-Ville, and number 2, Hornstella for the Killa Bees.
Both jammers kind of stuck at the back here. As Hornstella comes down the outside line for their lead jammer status. Accelerati fighting these yellow blockers. Number 48, Potato Masher, showing them a little bit of business. We've got a successful star pass on the E-Ville roller derby. As Hornstella says, nope, not today. I'm going to call it up. And it's a tie game again! Tie game with 12 minutes left.
At the jam line, we got number 700, Pat's Trash Fever for the Killa Bees, and number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville.
Alright, we've got some offensive and some defensive blocking happening here. As Resident E-Ville exits right on the inside of line or corner 1. Pat's Trash Fever is not far behind. Resident E-Ville doing their best to get through. Alright, we got points. We got no points. And we remain at a tie game.
On the line, we have number 89, MC Hammer for E-Ville, and number 777, Pierce the Wheels for the Killa Bees.
Alright, MC, fancy footwork on her coach up on the outside. Here's the wheel. There we go. Oh, I love this game. So we're going to stay at a tie with 10 minutes left on the clock. We should have a spot on our scavenger hunt that says how many jams can we keep in a tie.
At the line, we have number 11, Accelerati for E-Ville roller derby, and number 2, Armadillo for the Killa Bees.
Alright, Armadillo out for your lead jammer with Accelerati fighting that last yellow blocker at the front. Exit for their initial pass. Alright, we're sitting at 98 to Vicious and brought all the way back. President E-Ville fighting those yellow blockers. And Cat Scratch Fever exits on their initial pass. Alright, E-Ville sees Cat Scratch Fever coming up, called it. We've got another tie. We should have had like a game, like a guess how many jams we can end with a tie. We should have had that.
On the line, we have number 89, MC Hammer for E-Ville, and number 777, Pierce the Wheels for the Killa.
Alright, both jammers in the back here. Armadillo on the other side. MC with some fancy footing aces on there. That's Pierce the Wheels exiting as your lead jammer. Ooh, this is a fast pass. We've got a lot of work coming up from the outside. Pierce the Wheels calls the what do we got? We've got 3 points for the Killa and 3 points for E-Ville roller derby. Keeping it as a tie. I've never seen this in roller derby. Having so many jams to the side. This is insane.
On the line, we have number 2, Armadillo for the Killa, and number 11, Accelerati for the E-Ville roller derby.
Alright, Accelerati to the inside and Armadillo to the outside. Vicious goes to the box for the E-Ville roller derby. Alright, Accelerati to the inside line. Accelerati pushing through those yellow blockers. We've got a multiplayer penalty on that Killa Bees blocker number 17 as Accelerati exits on their initial pass. Armadillo's had an exceptional jam so far, scoring 8 points. Armadillo putting one more point up on that score, getting it to 110 points to 101 with 6 minutes left on the clock. And remember, if you're still doing the scavenger hunt, I can give you a prize if you've got a full card.
We have number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville, and new jammer, number 85, Abolisher for the Killa.
Resident E-Ville exits back as your lead jammer. Abolisher has also completed their initial pass. Killa Bees are working with only 2 blockers as Resident E-Ville puts 4 points on the board. Our score is at 110 to 105 with 5 minutes left in this game. Phillies, their four blockers, holding Accelerati. We've got a bit of a pile-up with corner one. Oh dear. Alright, that's okay. In roller derby, when we fall down, we get back up with a big smile on our face. That's awesome. Alright, I'm Accelerati. 4 points on the board. And we've got a successful start from E-Ville Rotary. Number 27, Skara, is our new scanner. And Skara puts 1 point on the board, bringing our score to 110 points for E-Ville and 114 for Phillies, who are holding on to their lead with 2 minutes 55 seconds left in this game.
On the line, we have number 700, Cats Weaver for the Phillies, and number 4, Resident E-Ville for E-Ville Roller Derby.
Oh, we've got a team timeout. Giving me a perfect opportunity to give thanks to Town of Stony Plain, all of our NSOs and skating officials, all of our volunteers, and everybody who contributed to our fundraising efforts today. Thank you so much. E-Ville Rotary takes the lead with 118 points to 114 for the Phillies, with 1 minute left on the board.
At the line, we have number 89, MC Hammer for E-Ville, and number 0, Fish for the Phillies.
Alright, we've got 2 wrestlers here. First to the inside line as Fish hits the ground. And then back to the back on a contract penalty. MC is pushed to the inside line. Recycles all the way back to the apex there.